Or welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. This is Chris Astrology. And today we'll be talking about our last Enneagram, Enneagram 9, where two wings, Enneagram 9 wing 8 and Enneagram 9 wing 1, their personality and their relationship style. So let us get started. Enneagram 9 is often called its peacemaker, and probably it's one of the most cutest and one of the most friendliest enneagrams there is. Why it's so? It's usually because these people come from a very healthy environment where they had happy childhoods and where they were supported by their friends and family. They usually had a very gradual grown up period and they didn't grow up too fast or too slow, but they grew up with support of their family and they kind of know that there will be always be support on their side. I have a friend who's Enneagram 9, I think one who was born in underprivileged family, like he's a person of color from low income family, and he didn't have much success what we usually see in Enneagram 9 in the early childhood, but he still had a pretty much supportive family because his family was deep into faith and they were giving him a lot of encouragement and they tried to have enough money to support him through college. And eventually he went to college while with the support of his family and together with his brother. He got his degree and he got a full-time job at the age of 22. So he was successful in the beginning of his life, although he came from an underprivileged family. So even if you're Enneagram 9 from not very wealthy family, would still have a very gradual and very supportive upbringing. Usually, Enneagram 9 is sometimes represented in Enneagram community as somebody who's very lazy and very agreeable, but it's not true. To be honest, Enneagram 9 has a very strong emotions. We just don't like to show it to everyone. Usually, Enneagram 9 likes to stay at home and just do things which make them happy. Enneagram 9 Wing 8 and Enneagram 9 Wing 1 are a little bit different in this situation. Enneagram 9 Wing 8 is a little bit more physical because they have some traits of Enneagram 8. So such people can indulge into video games, maybe some food, sometimes like fast food, some more unhealthy food, and they sometimes can even indulge in some substances because they want some excitement, but they don't want to go outside and risk too much. So they probably stay home with some beer, with some good meal like pizza, and just play video games. And there's nothing wrong about it because it's peaceful and it brings them joy. While Enneagram 9 Wing 1 would be a little bit more spiritual and they would go more into faith or maybe into some education pursuit instead of instead of more physical needs. We will go into something more spiritual because we have Enneagram 1, and as we told before, Enneagram 1 is much more deep and much more spiritual than Enneagram 8, while Enneagram 8 is much more direct and much more, it has very strong physical appetites. So Enneagram 9 Wing 1 would probably go more into fantasy world instead of looking for something in more physical form. Or we can going to go into faith because usually Enneagram 9 Wing 1 can be very much into spirituality as well. I have a lot of friends who are Enneagram 9 Wing 1, and some of them go into art, some of them go into education, some of them go into faith, but they need some release. But it's not true that Enneagram 9 doesn't have strong emotions. Usually, such people have strong emotions, and they sometimes can be very angry. And it's about both types, and Enneagram 9 Wing 8 and Enneagram 9 Wing 1. They can be sometimes both very angry. But we just don't like to show that anger for to outside world because they don't want to be forceful, they don't want to hurt anybody, they just want to enjoy the life and enjoy their hobbies. So usually, yes, they can still feel angry and still feel frustrated, but they will go more into deep emotions and try to rationalize their thoughts and figure out why they feel angry instead of just reacting uh, to negative emotions and being very forceful. So usually such people can have negative emotions, but they try to avoid them, or at least not show to others. The worst case scenario, how it can go, but such people can become passive aggressive, but usually we're just trying to run away from the anger and trying to find peace. That's why Enneagram 9 sometimes tries to negotiate with other people instead of fighting for their rights. We're often trying to find compromise which will support both sides, like their own and their opponents, but instead of just forcing their way. And they also usually can be pretty much not argumentative people, and they would prefer to leave the room if some emotions are too strong. So sometimes you can see Enneagram 9, Wing 8 playing video games instead of going to some uh, argumentative situation and fighting, while Enneagram 9, Wing 5 would probably go to their room and meditate. They both trying to escape negative emotions by going more into their imaginative world and enjoying their spiritual life, because both Enneagram 9 Wing 8 and Enneagram 9 Wing 1 has very strong spiritual side. So these people usually can be seen with some games or some books instead of other people. These people are usually very introverted and they like to spend time on their own, just in putting their mind into things that they enjoy instead of just going and doing some crazy things which other people can do. That's why sometimes Enneagram 9 can be a little bit hesitant about sexual life, because we can see sexual life as something too sinful and something unnatural. So we sometimes can try to avoid sexual interactions with other people. And it can be very frustrating sometimes, because usually Enneagram 9 has pretty high sex drive, but they don't feel comfortable in with going with it and just experimenting with different people, as a lot of the other enneagrams would be doing in their case. So usually these people are trying not to be sexual with anybody before marriage, or they have a small amount of partners, and the thing that they put first is the romantic side of the interaction, and they try to build romantic relationship first, and this is sexual life more just like an obligation to their partner. I will probably do someday a more detailed series about Enneagram and their romantic and sexual life. But here I want to say that just Enneagram 9 should understand that there is nothing unnatural sexual life, and people should not escape from it. Like, of course, it's bad to have too many partners or just to sleep with whatever people go around. But if you have a deep connection, you should still be able to enjoy both romantic and sexual life with the person you like. There's nothing bad with showing people you love them by both physical and emotional side of your perspective. But I think Enneagram 9 is very loyal friends. Usually they're very involved in their family and their friendship groups. They're usually always there for people who need them. And sometimes other people can even think that the Enneagram 9 is just too sweet for out of the world, because these people are very nice, they're very cute, and we just like to sit near the fire in their PJs and drinking some hot chocolate and just enjoying their life without much frustration and without much aggression. They just like to spend time on their own with their friends and family, doing things that they like and just being their own on itself. These people are less likely to be violent or less likely to have any vengeful thoughts. Like sometimes we can be angry, but we know how to suppress it. And with people, yeah, like we can be passive aggressive, but usually we're very nice and we would not hurt anybody. We usually put interests of other people before theirs. And that's why sometimes we can even be mistyped as Enneagram 2, because both of those types are very people oriented. So this will be the end of my Enneagram series. I'll probably be doing one more. I'm not sure when, but I'll be doing a series about Enneagram dating and sexual life. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please like and subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every week. You will never get bored on my channel. And I hope to see you all in my next series. I will be uploading next videos very soon. And I hope you see you all there. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and goodbye.